Hi dears, for the last few classes we have discussed about our last chapter, static electricity. Let's see a quick recap of the whole chapter. Electrical energy is the most important form of energy in everyday life. Current electricity is used for this. Before knowing about current electricity or the flow of electricity, we should know about static electricity. You might have experienced getting a tiny electric shock when you come in contact with other object. When you put on a sweater or walking on a carpet, you may experience a tiny electric shock. Why does this happen? This is due to static electricity. Rub a plastic comb on dry hair and bring it near pieces of paper. What do you observe? Yes, pieces of paper attract towards the comb. Similarly, rub a plastic scale well against your hair and bring it near a stream of water from a burette. What do you observe? Yes, stream of water attracts towards the scale. When we put on a freshly ironed polyester shirt, the hairs on our body stand up. These all are due to the formation of static electricity. Only a compatible pair of bodies, when rubbed, have the ability to attract other bodies. This attraction is due to the formation of static electricity. To understand about static electricity, first you need to know about the nature of matter. We know matter is made up of molecules. Molecules are made by joining atoms. Proton, neutron, and electron are the subatomic particles in an atom. Neutron does not possess any charge. Protons have positive charge and electrons have negative charge. In any atom, the number of protons and electrons are equal. So an atom is electrically neutral. When certain bodies are rubbed against one another, electron transfer takes place. The body which loses electron becomes positively charged and the body which receives electron becomes negatively charged. Glass rod and silk. If glass rod and silk are rubbed against each other, glass rod loses electrons. That means glass rod attain positive charge and silk attain negative charge. If ebonite and wool are rubbed against each other, wool loses electrons. That means wool attain positive charge and ebonite attain negative charge. This process of converting an object into an electrically charged one is called charging or electrification. And if the electric charge produced in an object remains at the same place in it, it is called static electricity. Then, can metals be electrically charged through friction? Static electricity is not formed on metal surface. Though metal surface is electrified on friction, the charge is spread immediately to other parts as it is a conductor. So, static electric charge is not formed on metals. Is it attraction alone that takes place between charged bodies? Let's find out. Suspend two inflated balloons in such a way that they touch each other. Place a flannel between them and rub the two balloons on it. Observe the balloons after removing the flannel. What do you observe? Yes, when the balloon is rubbed against flannel, positive charge is developed on balloon and negative charge is developed on flannel. Like charges repel each other. So, the balloons repel each other when the flannel is removed from them. Suspend a glass rod using a thread and rub it with silk. Bring another charged glass rod near the suspended one. What do you observe? Yes, the both will repel each other. When a glass rod is rubbed with silk, glass rod acquired positive charge and silk acquired negative charge. Here, the two glass rods get same charge, so they repel each other. Let's do another experiment. Rub with silk a suspended glass rod and bring the rubbed part of the silk near the glass rod. What do you observe? The glass rod and silk attracts each other. What do you understand from this? A charged object attract or repel another charged object. So the properties of electric charge are: charged body attracts uncharged bodies. Unlike charges attract each other, and like charges repel each other. The unit of electric charge is coulomb. Electric charge is a scalar quantity. How do we know that a body is charged? Yes, for that we use electroscope. Electroscope is the instrument to know the presence of static electric charge. Observe the figure. Can you identify the parts? Metal sphere, glass jar, metallic conductor, and gold leaves. If we touch the top end of the electroscope with a charged material, the gold leaf repel each other or they diverge. The reason is the charge received by the electroscopic disc passes through the copper wire through the leaves of the electroscope. Both the leaves acquire same charge and hence they repelled apart. How can a charged electroscope be neutralized? Connect the free end of a metallic wire having one end buried deep in the earth. The charge will be neutralized. This activity to neutralize the charge on a body is called discharging. Connecting a body to the earth using a metallic conductor is known as earthing. On earthing a charged body, electrons pass from the earth to the body or from the body to the earth to neutralize the charge on the body completely. The earth gives or receives electron at any time and in any quantity. So the earth is sometimes referred to as an electron bank. The symbol of earthing is: if a positively charged body is earthed, electrons flow from the earth to the body. And if negatively charged body is earthed, electrons flow from the body to the earth.